about the legislation. We've got the power. We've got everything what it takes to make legislation. All it takes is a political will. In the absence of the political will, we can talk sex work, decriminalization for the rest of our life. Nothing will happen. So let us not be like all these magogos and madalas who are there in parliament. We need to be proactive and propose legislation that is progressive and that is going to save our people. Comrades, we are here at Mama's grave to talk about the rights of our women, and she was the champion of that. But yet here next door in Zimbabwe, the rights of the people of Zimbabwe are being violated. Where's the rights of women? They abduct children from the streets, particularly girl children, rape them and kill them in the bush. The police and the soldiers have become law unto themselves. Mnagangwa has become a pig and is eating his own children in Zimbabwe. Mnagangwa is not different to Ramaphosa. When they came in, a lot of us had thought something positive will happen. Things have become extremely worse. We need Zimbabwe back. We need Zimbabwe back into the hands of the women of Zimbabwe and the children of Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans are not cowards. Zimbabweans have fought before. Why is the youth of Zimbabwe fighting through hashtag? Why is the youth of Zimbabwe fighting from South Africa and London? Why are they not occupying the borders of Zimbabwe there in Musina? Who will support them and say no car goes into Zimbabwe, no car comes out of Zimbabwe until the rights of our people are restored in Zimbabwe? Why is the youth of Zimbabwe not rising in Zimbabwe and face death because they are already dead? To live with a mother who can be raped at any time by the state with no consequences. To live with a sister who can be raped at any time with no consequences. Our own comrades should stop the hashtag revolution and engage in the real revolution. They supported us during our struggle. We must support them now. And the most practical thing for South Africa to do, if Cyril Ramaphosa respects the human rights, as he claims to have drafted this constitution that they say is the best constitution in the world, he must withdraw the South African embassy from Zimbabwe and chase away the Zimbabwean embassy from South Africa until the rights of Zimbabweans are restored. It's the most less violent and not interfering with anything. But we cannot have presence in a country where human rights are violated. So we are the people of human rights. You have a problem with gays, you've got a problem with lesbians. In the EFF, you are not welcomed. Those comrades in the NCOP who voted against that bill of same marriage bill, civil union bill, the EFF people voted against it. We have instructed them to go and choose an NGO or any other organization that deals with those issues of lesbians and gays and all of that, and donate their monthly salary into those organizations, because what they did was extremely embarrassing and an EFF. But also it shows you that they do not know the EFF. Because the founding manifesto of the EFF explains and deals with those issues clearly, and they will not cause any confusion. Okay, if you have not read the founding manifesto, The manifesto that took you to parliament now in 2019 deals with those questions very clearly. So you don't even know the document which took you to parliament, and you want to get a salary from the same document. Now, all of those comrades are going to donate their money to this organization, to organizations as we have mentioned. And if they dare repeat that mistake, they will be opening doors for themselves to leave this organization, because here we do not discriminate. We are for everyone, and worse, we are for those who are weak, who are rejected, who are isolated and discriminated unfairly. Those are the people of the EFF. That's why Zimbabwe will always be our friend. That's why Palestine will always be our friend. Children are killed by Israel. Women are being violated. Israel wants to continue to extend its territory illegally and undermine the Palestinians. We are with the people of Palestine because they are the rejected, they are the undermined, they are the isolated. We are with the female doctors of Cuba, who are everywhere in the world, providing assistance to needy countries, including countries that have made sanctions against them. Italy passed sanctions against Cuba. But when they were dying, Cuba didn't say you pass sanctions against us, because they are informed by socialist solidarity. They knew that life matters more than politics. And they send their doctors to a country that has sanctioned them. And they are helping in Italy. They are helping here in South Africa. We must be inspired by those female doctors of Cuba, because we are nothing without international solidarity. We want the women of Western Sahara to own their land, to work in their land, and we want them to have their own freedom so that they can provide and feed their children in favorable conditions, because Morocco should stop the occupation of Western Sahara. So, for as long as the women of Western Sahara are oppressed, then there is no one who can enjoy freedom anywhere in the world. There is no freedom if there is a particular corner of the world which is suffering an oppression. So we must always think of those women of Western Sahara. Comrades, we are here to say to the old lady and her daughter that the struggle continues. We are here to pick up the spear and continue the good fight they've been fighting. We are here to say to them that the organization that represents those who are evicted in Cape Town and in East London and here in Johannesburg is here to stay. We are here to say to Mama, the children who were expelled from school in Rhodes because they fought a rape culture are now going to be represented legally, and they must get their degrees back, and their ban must be unbanned, and they must continue to go to school. Women of the EFF, we are not better men in the EFF. We are like all of them.